If you have struggled syncing a Godox TT350 with a Godox transmitter, this video is for you. Let's sync them up today in the studio. Hello there, my name is Alex Silva. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing in order for you to learn more about photography in general, but flash photography in particular. Today, I'd like to share with you how to sync this TTL flash, specifically the Godox TT350, with the Godox X Pro transmitter. Please also notice that these instructions will work for the TT350 and the V350, as they have the same interface. In this video, you're going to learn how to set a channel, set an ID, assign a group to the flash, change the group mode, set a power setting, change the power setting or the exposure compensation, and set the zoom of the flash remotely. Let's start by setting up the flash itself. And let's take a look at the screen. When you first turn the flash on, it is in TTL mode. It has a fixed or a manual setting in the zoom, and that's pretty much it. It is pretty much ready to work on camera. So we're going to set the flash mode and set it to radio slave. This is very simple. We only need to press and hold the sync button. As you can see, it has a lightning icon. We press and hold, and we can see here an antenna icon blinking. So we can now turn the wheel 2 clicks to the right, and we can now see a letter S next to the antenna. We press the set button, and it is now ready in radio slave mode. Now we need to set a channel. It's very simple. Please take a look at this button, which is the slave button, but it is also labeled as group channel. So we're going to press and hold this button until the channel is now blinking. We can now rotate the wheel and set a value for the channel. You know, if you have seen previous videos, you know I like channel 9. It is my lucky number. We press the set button and we just confirm our selection. Our next step is to set an ID in this flash. It's very simple. We're going to press and hold the zoom button. Please notice this button is also labeled as custom functions, and that is what we're going to do. We're going to set the custom function for ID, which is actually the first function we find here. If you see another function, just rotate the wheel until you find the ID function. Press the set button, and we're going to rotate the wheel until we find a number that we like. I like 81. So we just press set to confirm our selection, and we're going to press zoom again to return to the main screen. We now need to assign a group to this flash, and it's very simple. We only need to press the slave button, and if we keep pressing, we're going to jump between the different options that we have. We only have 3 options to choose from: A, B, and C. We're going to leave this flash in group C. There is one final setting that I was forgetting, which is the zoom. Even though we can set a zoom value right now, I want to be able to change it remotely using the transmitter. So how do we do this? It's very simple. We're going to press the zoom button. So we're now the zoom value is now blinking. So we rotate the wheel to the left until we see the letters AU, which stand for automatic. press the set button, and we are ready. This flash is now ready to receive orders using radio. That is what radio slave means. Now let's set up the transmitter. If you have seen a previous video in which I did the setup syncing a Godox TT685, the transmitter is set up in the exact same way. Let's take a look at the screen. If you turn the transmitter on, you can see that this particular unit is currently in channel 1. All the different groups are currently disabled or they are off. And we don't have any information right now about the zoom or the ID. We'll get there in a minute. So let's start with the channel. We're going to set the channel to channel 9, which is the one that we set on the flash. How do we do this? It's very simple. This button is actually labeled. This button is actually labeled zoom channel. So we're going to press and hold. And we can see now that the channel is highlighted. So we're going to rotate the wheel until we get to channel 9. Next, we're going to set the ID. For this, we're going to get into the menu. We're going to press the menu button. We're going to rotate the wheel until we find the ID function. There we go. It is currently off. So we're going to press the set button and then we can select a value for it. I'm going to go backwards so it's a bit faster and we get to number 81. I just pressed the set button to confirm my selection and I'm going to press menu to return to the main screen. So our flash is in group C. We're going to press the button corresponding to group C and we're going to press the mode button. So we change it to TTL. I don't want to work in TTL right now, so I'm going to press this again so it's now in manual mode. It's currently set to 128 power. And we could say that we are ready to send signals. But let's check another thing. I'm going to press set to confirm my selection that this group should be in manual and at this power. And I'm also going to check the zoom setting for this group. We only need to press the zoom button once and we can see that all groups are set to 24 millimeters. I'm going to change this just for kicks. I'm going to select group C and I'm going to change the zoom to the longest it has, 200 millimeters. And going to press the zoom button again to return to the main screen. And apparently we are ready. So I'm going to press the tester button, which is labeled with the lightning bolt. The flash is firing, but you can barely see it because it's off the frame, and it's only set to 128 power. Let's increase the power. I'm going to increase it quite a bit, all the way to half power. Confirm the selection and then press the tester. And let's get the flash in the frame so we can see how things change. So I'm going to select the group on the transmitter and then change the power settings. And you can see that as I change the power setting in the transmitter, they are also changing in the flash. I'm currently at 1/16 power, and if I press the tester button, it's not very obvious in the video, but it is firing. As you can see, getting a flash to sync with a transmitter, at least in the Godox system, is not rocket science, but we need to pay attention to a few details, like the channel groups, and IDs. Other than that, it's pretty simple. I really hope you found this video interesting, informative, but also entertaining. If that is the case, please press the like button or the thanks button. You can also subscribe to the channel, watch some suggested content, or share this video with your friends. But most of all, please remember to stay safe, keep learning, and keep creating. And I'll see you in the next video.